Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Not because you eat it first, or maybe that is why. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but you know what? I like to eat breakfast whenever. Anytime, anywhere. And if you're going to eat breakfast, eggs, bacon, toast, that's just standard stuff. You got to have pancakes in there. And there's a place in this city that does pancakes better than anybody else. It's called FlapJacks, and it's a really, really good secret. But the show is going to blow the lid off that secret. Isn't that right, Delilah? This is Ottawa Eats. I don't know if that's her name. I like making friends, and this is my good friend Corey. Awkward hug to start the show. Okay, we're here at your place of business. What is this? What do you make? And how did this all come to be?
So we are here at FlapJacks Pancake Shack, and we've been open for about 8 months now, and we serve custom pancakes. So we have about 30 fillings and toppings where people can come in and they can get 2, 4, or 6 pancakes, and they can combine any of our 30 fillings and toppings. So we have anything from like bacon crumble, peanut crumble, to banana Nutella, raspberries cream cheese.
Oh, very nice. So you have a little bit of the salty, the savory,
exactly,
everything, right?
Yeah.
So how did this idea start? You're sitting at home one day and you're going, you know what? I think I'm gonna make pancakes for the rest of my life. Or what happened?
So my family and I, we always had amazing Saturday and Sunday sleepovers and breakfasts, and I really loved the idea of having the family come together and just huddle around the table for these fresh comfort food pancakes, and it was really the experience that I loved behind it. And I did love the taste. I loved the actual pancakes themselves, but I mean, the experience really got me passionate about the idea of starting up a place that offers good pancakes with a good experience and a nice place to come and experience it with your friends and family.
Right, so it is a unique experience.
Yeah, exactly.
This is not the only location, by the way. Where we are right now is, we're best described what? Right behind Miss Tiggy Winkle's?
Yeah, we're in the courtyard behind Miss Tiggy Winkle's.
Yeah, so that's on Bank Street, so 809 Bank Street, and the other one is?
Is 933 Somerset, right across from Plant Basque, the swimming pool.
Cool,
yeah.
All right. We're going to make some pancakes. I also want you to throw out your Twitter and website so people can find you and investigate you a little bit further.
Awesome. So at Pancake Shack and flapjacks.ca, you can find all the information you need there. And yeah.
All right. And by the way, those websites are nowhere near as delicious as the thing in real life.
Oh, no way. No way.
We haven't got that technology yet. We'll work on that, and we'll go make some pancakes. Right?
Sounds good. Let's have a blast.
So as you can tell, not a lot of space in your kitchen.
No, tight quarters, definitely.
It's
when you have 3 or 4 people in
But
there.
it's for staff relationships. That's why he does this. It's for intimacy and good working environment, right?
Good call. It's team building. That's what it's all about.
Let's talk about your team and your whole idea and what you've got going on. Obviously, you have more than one location.
Yeah.
But you've got a partner in this, and you were telling me some interesting stuff off camera. Lawyer by trade, or at least that's what he's been trained in, but didn't want to do that, and now he's your partner, but he doesn't even really like pancakes?
He was never a big fan. So my partner is Max Anisman, and he was never a big fan of pancakes. So when initially I came to him with the concept, he was kind of skeptical about the whole pancake idea, but at the same time loved the concept.
Right.
So he... when we started playing around with recipes and all that kind of stuff, it was really hard to please him, because you're dealing with a business partner that doesn't like pancakes and trying to come up with a recipe that a whole city is going to have to like, right? So he was really the taste tester, and when we found the right recipe, we knew we found the right recipe because someone who didn't like pancakes liked the pancakes.
Nice, that's a good theory to go with.
Exactly, right. So yeah, we lucked out with finding the right recipe for him to finally call it the FlapJacks recipe. And now he's a pancake fan.
All right, so good, turning everybody into a pancake fan. But the original idea for this, was it always to be outside, or was there ever any other consideration to do it in a different way? Because this is definitely, it's not just the pancakes, it's a very unique setup here too.
So the experience and the creativity aspect of it all came into play when Max introduced the idea of having the business concept and business model operate as an actual food truck.
Okay.
So initially it started off as a completely different different setup. We weren't going to do a food truck. We were going to do a completely different environment for the actual business model and concept. But then he had really been wanting to do a food truck kind of thing, and the whole idea of having Flapjack have his traveling shack and have his shack go to different cities, and we really want to play on that. And Flapjack is, like, I mean, you've seen the logo, and he's an awesome character. He gives off a great vibe. People really tend to be drawn to him, and we love that about it. We're going to be building a family around Flapjack, so we have our designers right now working on actually building him a family. So he's going to have a wife and kids and a dog, and
matchmaker. I like that.
It's going to be fun,
nice.
you know.
Yeah,
it's really going to be fun.
See, it's all about being nice and tight and close and creating a family. Okay,
exactly.
Well, let's talk about the actual pancake itself. So this is batter that you make from scratch every single day?
Every single day.
Okay, so it's not, it doesn't even look like your traditional pancake batter. Don't be insulted, it looks really thick.
That's one of the ways that we actually do get the thickness and the fluffiness in our actual pancakes.
Okay.
We try and create a nice silky texture.
Right.
So you don't, when you're mixing like pancake batter, you don't want to mix it too much because you don't want it to be too liquidy. It needs to actually cook properly on the griddle, and for the way that it does that is all part of our process. So as I mentioned, we do make our own buttermilk, we do make our own dry mix, so it's a lot about measurements of the actual ingredients that you're putting inside. You mess up on the measurement, you're not going to get the right batter.
Okay. What happens next? How does this all come together?
So,
because they are delicious.
Very important, you want to spray up the griddle. We use our shapes, our metal shapes, as you can see here, just to keep the batter together and to increase the thickness of the pancake.
Okay.
So we take a nice scoop. There you go. Nice and thick. It does take a little bit more time to cook when you're making the pancakes this thick, especially once you start adding fruit and ingredients. You'd rather people wait the extra couple minutes for a good quality pancake than make them quicker and not as good, right? So,
right. Do you ever eat the batter raw? Is that a bad idea?
There was this one time. Oh, just kidding. Never. There are raw eggs in it, so.
Okay. I just got a visual of you on your couch crying and eating like a whole bucket of batter.
Once or twice it may have happened.
So is there any added, you said that there's no added sugar in this batter?
No sugar. So we do make our batter all absolutely sugar-free. So that's how we do have the savory options and the sweet options, because when people want a savory pancake, initially when people think of pancakes, they think, okay, this is going to be sweet.
Right.
So for us, we kind of change the game with that. We want to make it savory or sweet. So you can sweeten it up by adding your fillings and toppings.
Okay.
So you can add your raspberries, you can add your cream cheese, but then you can also make it super savory with your bacon crumble, your almond slices, your peanut crumble, your cheddar cheese. So
what's the worst ingredient that you put in that you're like, I'm never going to do that again?
The absolute worst would be, for me personally, raisins. I'm not a raisin guy, so when people, oh, you want raisins in that? I cringe a little bit, but once it's being made and a little bit of cinnamon's added, it's like, okay, I could eat that. You know?
So I know that I'm like this every once in a while, but when you make these pancakes, these flapjacks, and then somebody puts ketchup on them, are you insulted? I'm
not insulted whatsoever. Everyone has their own preferences. I mean, we even offer hot sauces that people can put on their breakfast sandwiches. Right. Yeah, so I mean, sometimes I put a little bit of hot sauce on it. On the breakfast sandwich, very nice. Yeah.
Is there any chance for a flapjack lasagna happening in
Flapjack lasagna?
Near future.
So it actually was on the menu at one point.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm just kidding. But when we did experiment with the poutine, it was an idea. Actually, Sash and I were working in here on a Saturday, and we're like, you know what? A pancake poutine would be very cool. And bought the ingredients. We just tried it out, and when we took our first bite, we're like, this is being added to the menu like next week. Like, this is absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's because like when you have a poutine with French fries, the fries get all soggy at the bottom of the container, whereas with the pancake sticks, it absorbs all the gravy, and it's just a nice, heavy, hearty meal.
It doesn't sound like the healthiest thing in the world, but
Probably not.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Live a little, right? Live a little.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So is there a certain time that you're leaving these on either side?
No exact time. You can just tell. So like here we know that they're nice and thick, but you can still see that like it's not fully cooked yet. So we roll it a little bit, like we were mentioning before. Roll it on the sides. Make sure the sides do get fully cooked through. And just leave it on until you know that they're cooked, and don't take any chances.
Okay. And then just the finishing touch is basically just doing what you're doing right here, which is the roll.
Roll it up.
Make sure it's good.
Press it down a little bit. Make sure no batter's raw inside. If you are skeptical, you can just slice it in the middle there. You can see there.
No, that won't happen. You're a pro.
Texture is great. Stack them. Give them another roll. Go like that. Move that one a little bit down. Then you put them in the container.
Perfect.
Powder them up, and they're ready to eat. Nice and thick.
There you go.
There you go.
That's how you make the pro flapjacks.
That's how you make them.
Awesome. This is the finished product. What am I looking at here? What's what?
All right, so here we have definitely one of our most popular savory items. It's a breakfast panwich. We're doing 2 buttermilk pancakes, egg, bacon, and cheese in between, with a side of 100% Canadian maple syrup from a farm outside of Quebec.
I was going to ask you took away one of my questions.
Ooh, yeah.
Right.
No, delicious 100% Canadian maple syrup. We actually get it from a farm right outside of Gatineau, and it's awesome. People love it. And it complements a sandwich super nicely.
Got to have the real maple syrup. Got to have the real thing. And what's this right here?
This is a chipmunk. So this is 2 buttermilk peanut crumble pancakes, ice cream, and chocolate sauce on top. And it's definitely a nice sweet option.
Okay, and the third one, you have your traditional stack?
Yeah, so this is a plain buttermilk stack, very traditional, standard 4 buttermilk pancakes, and then we finish it off with a nice little bit of icing sugar. If you want to have the honor,
really?
You can have the honor of.
Okay. Do I put a lot or a little bit?
Give it a nice dab from the back.
Too windy!
Nice. Oh.
Yeah, how's that? I don't know if you like
awesome.
There we go.
So you're starting work on Monday.
Oh, I'm fired before I'm hired. Actually, you probably don't have the liability insurance for someone like me in your kitchen, for sure. Okay, so out of these 3, these are, I guess, 3 of your more popular items then, you would say?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we do have a great variety of savory and sweet options. So this plays on both ends of the scale. This is a super savory item where you can sweeten it up with the maple syrup, but it definitely is more of a meal. So you come for breakfast, you're gonna have a nice meal, whereas opposed to if you just want a snack on a nice hot day, you can come and get an ice cream panwich where you get the vanilla ice cream to cool you down, and it really is awesome.
What would you say is the most popular item that you make?
The most popular item would definitely have to be the breakfast panwich. I mean, who doesn't love 2 buttermilk pancakes, egg, bacon, and cheese?
Who needs bread?
Yeah, I mean, these are they're like biscuits, right?
Yeah.
They're nice and thick, so you're definitely full. It definitely ties you over.
Let's talk a little bit about what you actually put into your pancakes, because they're very thick and nice and uniform shape, but this is not just your ordinary everyday pancake batter, right?
No, so for us, we make our own dry mix, we make our own buttermilk, everything's made in the morning of, we make everything fresh. So I mean, when people come up and order, everything's customized. So right away you order a medium stack, we send the order through, whoever is working puts the order directly on the griddle, takes about 5-6 minutes, bam, fresh pancakes.
Okay. So you also had a neat little trick. You're also cooking it on the outside, rolling it. Is that just for conformity?
Yeah, so we actually do roll the pancakes just to make sure everything's fully cooked. Nothing's worse than getting a pancake with a little bit of uncooked batter in the middle. It's the absolute worst. I've experienced it plenty at restaurants, and I absolutely hate it. So that's one thing we take great pride into, is the texture of the pancake. Okay. So we make sure everything's super thick. We make sure it's super fluffy and very moist, but not too moist.
So I've never eaten here ever. Okay. So I'm going to have a bite of one of these.
One?
Direct me, Captain.
Just one?
Well, I can have more later, but
Okay,
I mean, you know.
Sounds good.
One for now.
Well, seeing
watching
as
my
it's
figure.
such a hot day, I would definitely dig into the ice cream sandwich.
Are you going to try one of these, or are you sick of your own product yet?
I'm never sick of it. I eat it every day.
That's a smart businessman answer right there.
Eat it every day.
Okay. Ooh, it's nice. It's got a little crunch on the outside,
And
too.
all the pancakes, actually, all our batter is sugar-free. So if you go with a medium stack of buttermilk pancakes, it really isn't that fattening.
So the kids won't be mental for the rest
Exactly. It's great. Kid-friendly for sure.
of the day. Awesome. That was really good.
Nice, eh?
Bring it in.
Nice little hug after.
Creepy hug. Very nice.
Might as well, eh?
Yeah.
Little,
Don't be shy.
Got a little ice cream
Just
in
get
there.
right into it. It's good stuff.
Doesn't even need the syrup,
No.
but the syrup's nice.
It's nice that it's there.
Nice option.
It's nice that you're here.
Yeah, it's nice that you're here with me as well.
Good. Okay, so now we're going to make one of your signature meals, one of your signature dishes here. And is there any kind of rhyme or reason why you went with this one here? And tell us what it is too, actually.
So this one is actually the Cinejack.
Okay.
And have you ever had like a Pillsbury Doughboy cinnamon bun?
Like
Come
today?
on, everyone's had them.
Yes, I have.
So essentially, this Cinejack tastes very, very similar to those. So it really is a cinnamon bun-esque panwich.
Okay.
It's 2 buttermilk pancakes, vanilla icing in between, vanilla icing on top, and sprinkled with a little bit of cinnamon.
Wow. So how did you come up with this recipe and how you put it together? Now, I understand that the ingredients, you said, we should do something cinnamon-based. It makes sense with a pancake, but how did you figure out how to make it into what it is right now?
So we really took the buttermilk pancakes. We wanted to go with the simple buttermilk pancakes and just layer a nice thick layer of vanilla icing in between. And so when you get like the bite through in between the pancakes, you get the vanilla icing on the top of the bite and in the middle.
Okay.
So that was really important to us, that it was very, very icing oriented. So it just, the icing melts right into the pancakes, and it's really one of my favorites. Like, I'll come in the morning, whip myself up a Cinejack, have a nice coffee, and get on with my day. So.
Now, whenever you're making these different types of menu items, is there a rhyme or reason why you make some of them? I know you have a pretty vast menu.
Yeah.
When people look at it online, I mean, there's something for everybody for sure, and people can always custom order their stuff. But what's the real reasoning behind the stuff that you did put on the menu? Like the poutine, you told us the story about that, but maybe there's another reason for some of this other stuff.
So, for example, like the Babe the Blue Ox, my sister absolutely loves blueberries and she loves cream cheese. So she said, hey, why don't you have 2 blueberry pancakes with a nice thick layer of cream cheese in between? And to be honest, I was never really like a blueberry kind of guy, so
No blueberries, no raisins, guys.
yeah, I wasn't too enthused about it, but I love my sister, so I got it on the menu, and it turns out it's a great idea that I have my sister for that, because people love it.
Yeah.
People love Babe the Blue Ox. It's a nice mixture between the natural flavor of the blueberries and the thick, savory cream cheese.
Your menu is going to change a little bit in the fall, or is that going to be sooner?
Yeah, so we're looking in the fall to add kind of some options to upgrade your breakfast sandwich, to add a hash brown to complement it, to make it a nice complete meal. Then we are looking into doing some kind of omelet-esque kind of meal options. So we are going to start elaborating on the actual, like, the breakfast concept of it all, and really start exploring some other options to expand the horizon of the pancakes and items that do complement the pancakes, like eggs Benedict on pancakes.
Ooh, there you go. Excellent. And I could actually, by the way, drink that sauce.
Yeah?
Mayonnaise sauce. I think
Yeah,
it's called.
yeah. Oh, delicious.
I would bathe in it, which would be awkward for everyone involved, I think. Now that you have your own business and you're this Flapjack king and you have this vast growing empire, just go with it. Do you consider yourself a pancake snob?
No, I don't.
No?
No, not that much of a pancake snob, but I like being modest about my pancake game. So we are trying to reinvent the pancake game, but we like doing it in a modest way, and we want everyone to help us grow the pancake game, right? And really make pancakes their own food group.
That might be a challenge. That's a government thing, I think.
Oh,
I don't know if that'll be
government regulated.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be. All right, kids, gather around. Can we get your 3 pancakes? So whenever you do put these pancakes in these dishes together, who do you test it on? I know that you mentioned your partner was the initial kind of guinea pig.
Well, I test it myself a lot, but sometimes we'll, like, if we see people just enjoying their meal, we'll whip something up. We'll whip something up, and we'll let them experience it and get their actual feedback. So we actually do use FlapJacks fans to test out new products, which I think is very important because you want to get the feedback from people who are actually going to be experiencing the pancake meal themselves. So there we are. We have a nice thick layer of vanilla icing. Oh, there he goes. Just wait till you have it as a nice bite, all combined. So then you have the thick layer of vanilla icing in between.
Very nice.
And then we get another thick layer of vanilla icing.
Wow.
And just pile it on top there. Get it nice and make sure it covers most of the pancake anyways. And then we finish it off with a little bit of cinnamon. And there you have it.
Can you put a couple
the
sprinkles
Cinejack.
on?
Oh yeah, of course.
I don't want to be boss
Of
here.
course. Well, sprinkles are actually free. So one of our free ingredients.
Not that
There
much.
you are.
Why don't you put some anyway?
They're they're just so good that you can't be stingy with the sprinkles. You just have to indulge.
Okay. So this is ready to eat?
That's ready to eat.
Okay, so I've spiced it up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm very creative. I'm a creative type. Okay, so with this, is this one of your biggest sellers here then?
This is a very popular item, yeah. Okay. It's one of our newer items actually, but it's super, super popular.
Okay. So you've got all these great staple menu options for everybody, and you've got the sandwich that you showed us already, and you've got all this great stuff. Is there a chance that maybe you're going to be starting your own business where you're just selling people the actual batter?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to be doing actually. We're just in the process of building up our website, and we're going to be having all of our dry mix sold online. So that's actually going to be the method that we're going to go about expanding into other cities. So we're going to be introducing our dry mix into other cities before we actually have the opportunity to bring a shack there.
Okay. That's a great idea. So then you can cook at home just like the Flapjack King.
Exactly.
Or should it be Emperor?
Emperor.
I'm not sure.
Emperor.
A little gray with the titles. Okay, do we want to try this?
Yeah, definitely dig in. So I mean, what we're going to be doing with our dry mix, we're going to be giving people the actual wet ingredients that we put into the pancakes. Okay. So we're going to show people how to make their own buttermilk with using our dry mix, and let people enjoy Flapjack's pancakes from the comfort of their own home.
Here we go. Okay, you know what?
Yeah, I keep it to
one more.
7 times a week, every morning with a nice coffee.
An awkward sweaty hype. There you go. That's awesome. Come and check these guys out. It's absolutely brilliant. I know it's just pancakes, but it's more than just pancakes, which could be another name for it.
Ooh, a tagline.
Yeah,
there we go. That's trademarked, by the way. Trademarked.
Thanks for doing this.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming.